grab your popcorn, kick back and relax, because it's time for some more Carnage. In today's video, I got a pretty sick attack to show you guys. Rocking my RZM right now, and you can see that I'm unboosted by the stats here. So let's look at this attack, and we'll pause it real quick, just so we can see the ice. He's got two guardians just here. I couldn't really see. Okay, so he's got one statue there, and you can sort of see the tip of it, and that's boosted. That should be the building health, I believe, because the damage, he did have building damage, but I don't recall it being boosted. But his ice health, I think it was about 85% thereabouts. So it's not exactly a pushover base by any means. So let's see how we did here. So barraging out this rocket launcher, just because I'm planning to attack on the left, I don't want that rocket on the right being something that's in play. I'm barraging the shock launcher, and I didn't finish off the rocket because I knew the spread of the barrage would take out the rocket, so that wasn't really anything I needed to worry about. So we're deploying the troops, deploying the one boat rifles on the side and everything else on the far left, so that one boat of riflemen is what gets targeted the most, and everything else sort of stays safe, and I can group them up a bit better. So smoked them down here, right up the top. And here's the part that I'm still struggling with. My medics get targeted, regardless of what I do, so still struggling with that aspect. But we're shocking some of the threats here. There's two shock bombs that got the shock launcher, the mortar, and the second one got the shock blaster and rocket. And we're keeping that shock blaster shocked. A little known fact though, you can afford to leave shock blasters alive for a little bit if you want to save on shock bombs. I mean, they are incredibly deadly, but they're not like the end-all threat that like destroys and wipes out everything. You can keep them alive for a little bit, just to get your guys sort of like in a better position, so you can get more out of that shock bomb, if you know what I mean. But you can see I'm running out of troops really quickly here. And we're getting the job done, pounding down the HQ. So we've only got a couple of riflemen alive there, and some Zookas, and a couple of medic. But boom, the HQ goes down, and that was an attack. And I thought you guys might enjoy seeing that. I do show some cool attacks every now and again. RZM really, I feel like RZM's an art form, really. You can take down so many bases with it, tough ones, and even unboosted, as you saw, some of them you can still take down, even with lots of ice. It's the ones that boost their building damage that you have problems with, because everything dies just so quick. In today's video, I've got a really sick attack to show you guys on this guy. It's a Chinese name, but what we can see is number 1, so we're going to call him number 1. You can see I'm boosted up here, and I lost 63 warriors out of 64, so I almost lost this attack. So we're going to pause this, and you can see straight away that he has a shield generator level 3, and a shock blaster level 3. And you might be asking yourself, well, what's so spectacular about this attack? Well, he had a heap of ice hidden in the statues, and in the trees, and you can't see it all, but he actually had 100% building damage, thereabouts. I think it was actually a little bit over 100%, but he also had 110% building health. So it was basically double the building's damage, and just a little bit over double in terms of their building's health. So this is the sort of base you're going to encounter when you're really high up in VP, and you're near the top 50 sort of area. I am I think 1,042 at the moment, I think. So I'm not in the top 50 yet, but I'm starting to get up in that sort of range. I'm getting closer to it, and this is the sort of thing you encounter a little bit more of. So you can see I've taken out the 2 flamethrowers. I didn't want that to be a factor in my attack, which luckily for me I did take them out. And I barraged the mortar to take out the mines, and I'm barraging that stone storage to take out a few more. That's pretty much all I need to take out. You can see that there's not too many mines left now, so I shouldn't have too much of an issue. I opted to take some voluntary damage from that rocket, just so I can save a bit of GBE on smokes. I don't know exactly how effective that wound up being in the end, being how many I dropped, but you know, that's not too much of an issue. So now we're at the shock blaster, and we're going to let our warriors take this out, and we're going to critter and shock critters to distract the shock launcher, or shock launchers, and the rockets, and the shock keep my warriors safe a little bit. Unfortunately, they didn't group up near the shock blaster as much as I was hoping, so it took them a little longer to take that out than I would have liked. But you can see they're just pounding away right now. And boom, there you go. So you can see I lost a few extra at the end after the attack finished. But that's how you take down a base when it has a flaw. You have to find that flaw and exploit it as best you can. It's worth noting that this HQ, I think it had about somewhere like 830,000 or 860,000, something like that. It was ridiculously high, I know that. So, anyway, this has been a video. I hope you guys enjoyed this sick attack. You can see my attack log here. So, I have actually lost a few attacks. This one was absolute rubbish. Before I end the video, I want to show you this. So, you can see this layout here. Very easy layout, right? You go to this boom cannon here, and then you go all the way up to the base. You just pound it away, a couple shock bombs, medkits, you're done, right? Well, that's what I did, and I lost 5 warriors. But the thing is, I must have lost this connection during the attack. So, instead of actually showing you what happened, when I came back, I noticed all my warriors were gone, and I was like, what happened? What's going on? So I look at this attack, and we'll just speed this up. Let's 2 times it. So I dropped some smokes, flared to the boom cannon, which was the plan, and now I'm going to flare up, but you notice that's not going to happen. The smoke's going to run out. Warriors destroy the boom cannon. Warriors spread out. And attack's over, pretty much. Look at that. They're getting a lot of work done, actually, but you can see they all just get destroyed. I got disconnected, and it didn't even tell me I got disconnected. So, I don't know what the story is there, but that does happen on a very rare occasion for some reason. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the attack, and I'll see you guys in the next one.